What awaits our party on the island of Baorna? Find out next on The Adventurers Guild. On the continent of Volanta, in the city of Dakar, there is a place where heroes are forged. Where legends are built one story at a time. What you do with this opportunity is in your hands, and the hands of fate. The Adventurers Guild. Hello, and welcome to the Adventurers Guild. I am your host and Dungeon Master, Paul Cosca. And what you are watching is a weekly D&D anthology series, and we are live. Unless you're watching an old episode, in which case we were live. But this is our third episode in this current adventure, and before I catch you up on what has happened so far, let's say hello to our players. Hello, players.
Hi. Hello.
How's everybody doing this evening? Did you, a happy Easter to those who celebrate.
Yeah. Happy Easter.
Happy Bunny Day.
Happy Easter, everyone.
Are you literally eating that right now?
Yeah, I already took a bite. So I couldn't even wait for the stream to start. I already took a bite.
The ears always taste best for some weird reason.
They do.
I mean, would you ever start on like his butt? Like, no, you start on the ears.
You wanted to
tail.
save
It
the
is the
ears for
appropriate
last.
Tail, that's a good point.
Yeah, that's true. This one doesn't have a tail. It's got like eggs on the bottom.
Oh, yeah.
Artistic license.
On what bunnies do in their reproductive biology. So now that we've had some fun fighting pirates, are you all ready to battle the Kraken that the merchant ship is stuck on? Is that something you feel like your characters are prepared for?
Roderick sits down in the sand again.
Okay.
Yeah. So does Tanner.
Can't wait to die.
Yeah. You know,
Can I magic shape into a kraken?
Oh,
Is that a sea
into
otter?
like a really tiny one.
Yeah.
A little bitty
Baby
octopus.
Kraken. Kraken be
A
Kraken.
baby kraken.
For those who haven't heard, who are watching, we're going to be giving away this really pretty set of dice tonight. So make sure you are watching. Make sure you're staying active in the chat, because the chat is where it's going to happen.
You get an extra entry if you tell a really funny joke in the chat. So like,
Is that
no,
Really?
I
Is
don't-
that a
is that
rule?
true?
I don't
She's
think
making it up now,
that's
but we're making
that's
Canon.
a joke. It's a joke. No.
No,
that's
we
not
want
happening,
fan art.
sorry.
That's what we want. We want fan art.
Yeah. Oh, please.
I don't. You know, everybody gets one. Everybody gets one entry.
I'm joking.
There might be extra laws that we break if we allow other. I don't know. I don't know how it works.
Yeah. We're not giving away in Quebec. So
So I've got some really good vibes going, and honestly, y'all, I think tonight's the night. I think this
It
is the
gets
night.
me every time. I'm
You'd
like,
be
what's he
surprised.
talking about? Ah!
Yeah, I think tonight is the night that a viewer is going to pay me to stop doing this segment
I feel like that's what it is.
and just get to the fucking game. I
It
think,
won't be a viewer, Paul.
or a player.
It'll be one of us.
That's totally fine.
Alex will give you that chocolate bunny if you stop doing
Uh,
a bit.
it might not make it
the
the
money
night.
with
He'll send me the empty box
There you
with some
go.
chocolate smudges on
No,
it.
it's called positive thinking manifesting. If Paul does this every time,
true.
eventually
That's true.
one of them will be true.
That's the thing, is that eventually this segment will be replaced by someone who is sponsoring the show.
Actual sponsor.
So if someone out there is like, Jesus, just please get to it.
So,
That's how. That's how.
Easter, if you
They're
would
like,
like
I'm
to
gonna pay
sponsor
you
us.
just so you'll
Easter.
stop doing the
Yeah.
bit and actually have a sponsor.
Yeah, advertising rates on the website. So go there and pay me to shut up. It's very, very simple.
I wish somebody would pay me to shut up.
I will check my bank account and get back to you.
It was too easy. We all
I'm
could have
gonna
jumped
Venmo
in.
you
That's the
$5
caffeine
right
talking.
now.
Please ignore me.
And
Like the
possible.
thought that came across my brain.
Moments of
Anyway.
silence, the best.
So let me, while you all change your names to your character names, let's go ahead and dive in with the recap. The party has been sent to accompany the guild's head cleric, Archie, as he travels to his new home on the island of Baorna. Baorna is a colony for those who suffer from the Withering, a degenerative disease that is eventually fatal to all who contract it. Archie will be caring for those on the island and making their last days more comfortable. The party is traveling on a small sailing ship called the Dagger, and they ended up finding a grounded merchant ship on a sandbar being attacked by a pirate ship. The party jumped into action, eventually got to fighting some pirates, and a chaotic, frantic battle ensued where many pirates were torn asunder. The pirates are now all dead or fleeing, and the merchant ship has sent several crew members down to dig their way out of the sandbar. So, as we begin, let's kind of set everybody where they are. On the ship, we have Elara, who is on the deck. Hasan is up in the crow's nest. And on the pirate ship, which is now totally clear of pirates, we have Liam, Roderick, Crickstump, Denra, Mudpack, Ariel. So what is your intent? What would you like to do?
Should we search the ship?
Oh, absolutely. I was gonna go down into the hole right now to see what's going on down there.
I'll join you.
Liam, excuse me.
Yes, Robert.
If you wouldn't mind maybe steering the ship, perhaps closer to the merchant ship so we can get our reward before we all go down to the hold.
I could throw the anchor down. Just to stop it. I mean...
Wait, what is the ship doing at the moment?
It's moving, right?
The ship that you're on?
Yeah.
Yes.
It is moving.
Ship.
Yeah,
because I turned it, so it's now...
It's moving away. It's just like...
so move closer then.
Just sailing away from...
If we could
I'm still there at the wheel, so I will... Liam will...
Goodbye. They go off into the ocean,
Yeah.
never to be seen again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
bye
So,
Hasan, bye Lara.
kind of steer the ship around and
Got a ship,
direct Denra to drop the anchor once we get close to bring
and
us in next to the merchant ship.
Sure. Go ahead and make a dexterity check with.
I have proficiency with the vehicle's water.
Yeah, let's go ahead and make a dexterity check with proficiency.
Cool.
I will cry if this boat crashes into the merchant ship. I will literally lose my mind. Ooh.
Hasan's just launched off of it.
Well, that is a
No.
9. A 9. Okay.
Oh dear.
It's
Mudpack can't retroactively cast guidance on that then, huh? Darn. Gotta be on this shit. Okay.
so it's not like horrific or anything, but you do misjudge exactly where the sandbar starts. And all it does is it saves you the need for an anchor. Because everybody lurches forward as the front the front of the boat just like...
Well, that's one way to do it.
Aren't you a sailor?
Yeah, but I usually fix the boats. I don't really drive them.
Oh, that makes sense.
Maybe mentioning that before I tell you to steer the boat would have been
Well, I
helpful.
mean, I know how to steer the boat. I just don't do it that often.
Or
Right.
well.
Oh, all right. No need for... He
Words
got it
hurt,
stopped.
Roderick.
Let's go search the ship.
Sorry, I'm just a little on edge because I was bitten by a crocodile earlier.
While they were arguing, Ariel is looking for things.
Okay. Ariel, go ahead and make an investigation check.
Denra will also start to do that at some point, but...
Yeah, you can go ahead and make an investigation check too.
I got a nat 20.
Boy!
Already. First
Wow,
roll.
there it is.
Nat
Second roll.
20. Here we go.
Nice. I like it.
Yeah, with a nat 20.
I got a pretty good check, too. I got a 17, but...
$1 million.
So as you all are searching the boat, it's not a very big boat, and You do get the impression that this is not like all of their hoard. Like there's probably, there's a hideout somewhere. There's quite a bit of rum on board that looks like it's been pilfered from somewhere. Some of the crates have now been broken, and there was like some food stores. You do collect 60 gold and 80 silver as you're looking through places. And Ariel, you come up with this really finely carved jade statue of a fish.
Aww.
Ooh.
And as you hold it, you can almost like feel the ocean.
Ooh,
Just feels very calming, very soothing.
love that.
Okay. All right.
Do you show that to anyone? Because Denra would have dote over it.
Yes, I would
Oh,
definitely show.
That's so pretty. Oh my goodness, I'm surprised that such horrible people as these had something like that. It's definitely suited for you.
Thank you. I quite like it.
Yeah. We
Just
found a amount of stuff down here, so hell, well done.
Hasan would have climbed down from the crow's nest and run over to the edge of the boat and been like, "Is everyone okay? Is anyone hurt? Are you guys okay? Oh my gosh, that looks so stressful."
We're all good. We're all good, lad. It's all good.
Okay.
Hey, son, look what I found. She'll like hold up her thing. I don't even know how big it is, but
Oh, it's
she'll show
very
it off.
pretty. I like that.
Thank you.
Isn't it? It's so nice.
Roderick is. I'd like to search for some sort of trophy from the captain.
Okay, go ahead and make an investigation check.
Cut off his arm. No.
Take his eye patch.
19.
So what kind of trophy would you be looking for? Like the kind of serial killer would be looking for,
Yeah.
or just like a normal person?
No, but like something a normal person would be looking for, but something personal, like something that obviously belonged to the captain that like wouldn't just be taken from a regular pirate.
Sure. So around his neck, you see that he has a necklace that it looks like he possibly made himself. It's of a very old-looking coin. You're not sure of its origin, but he has strung a gold necklace chain through this coin.
I would like to not break it. I'd like to like actually find the clasp and take it off. Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that.
Cool. And then I would put it on.
All right. You are now wearing that.
Sweet.
Old, unusual coin necklace.
Got it.
And you
Plus-
also said
plus 10 Constitution.
Oh,
right?
yeah,
Yep,
right off
got
the
it.
bat.
Cool. Awesome.
30
It makes you.
So
It makes
greedy!
you.
You're so greedy, Alex!
It allows you to wild shape into a porcupine. Once.
just a porcupine.
You
That's
can
perfect.
transform now! You can be one of us!
Roderick will never use that ability, so it's just wasted. It's wasted on him.
You become a weapon. You become a little
Good.
weapon.
A
Tiny
little
one.
weapon.
Yeah.
No, it's just a.
No, that's great. That's perfect. Yeah.
So you said these pirates were armed with pistols?
Yes.
And Denver's got a 12 intelligence, so I think she'd probably know that those are probably worth a good amount of money. She won't take all of them, but she'll take a couple.
Okay.
Just put it in her bag. Just
Yeah. Liam wants to look around and see if there's one
and
that's
some
like
bullets.
they may all have the same, but like if there was one that was nicer than the others.
The captain definitely had a nicer one.
Cool. He's gonna take that, and he's just like, hey, I don't know, nobody would love this thing. So,
They're very. Usually, I've only had them used against me. They're not very nice, but I heard they sell for a pretty penny.
oh yeah, they're also very difficult to use. So yeah, selling them is a great idea. I happen to know a guy who knows how to use this. I think you'll like it. So
Perfect.
Denver,
I'll
go
grab
ahead
some
and roll an
bullets.
investigation. What was your investigation check?
I got a 17.
Okay. So there are a total of 4 that
Okay.
you find. Others have been, people got knocked overboard, things like that.
Sure.
So you find
I mean-
4, including the captains.
Okay, I mean, the captains you'll take, but I guess I'll just take the others. Just have 'em in my bag. Just sell them.
Sounds good.
She's a thrifty.
They clatter around a little bit. Yeah, hey, son.
I would like to go up to I don't know if he's the captain of the merchant ship or whoever that guy was we talked to before.
Yeah, so he is getting ready to head down to check on the folks that are digging, but you do catch him on the deck. I've got a thing for him here. Okay.
I would just say, I'm so sorry about all that chaos earlier, but looks like the problem's taken care of. What can we do to help wrap this up for you?
Well, I'm sorry I came across so harsh.
Don't worry about it. It was a very stressful situation. It's very understandable.
Well, we've got good folks down there. I'm gonna head down and, make sure things are going well. I think we'll be able to dig ourselves out within an hour or so, unimpeded by others harassing us. I think we'll be able to get the job done rather quickly. But I do appreciate your help and all of your help. Let me get down there, see how they're doing. I'm sure we can come up with some kind of reward, whatever. But make sure come and see me before you all go.
All right.
And he hops on a rope and slides down the side to check on those who are digging.
I do not help because it sounded like he doesn't want anyone to impede.
It seems like they've got it. It seems like they've got it fairly well covered
also,
in terms of.
I couldn't. Anyway, I'm.
There
You see, as you look over the side, you see that there are like half a dozen sailors,
Strong men digging the ship.
men and women.
Men.
We're inclusive.
Beautiful time.
It's a beautiful time.
Yeah,
Something to watch.
half a dozen sailors, and they're, this is not the first time they've had to do this, perhaps, or in any case, like, they look focused, they know what they're doing, they're wanting to get the hell out of here, so they are hard at work at it. So that's not something that you as a party need to worry about.
You can sing them 9 to 5 on the lute.
I don't have
Motivate
a
'em.
lute with me.
On the tambourine then.
Yeah, play it on the tambourine.
No, he
Got a lot of
just don't want to right now.
Well, the tambourine, they give you that little first beat,
Yeah.
and then it would fall apart pretty quickly.
Yeah, and then it's
All right, so we've got the pirate ship has now run aground. People are finding some things, and it's just a couple of minutes before Salerne sails the dagger back near the sandbar. She kind of tools around a little farther away from the sandbar so she doesn't also ground it. You can hear Archie calling out, I've been trying to get her to steer the damn boat back for the last 5 minutes. Do you all need some assistance, some healing?
Yo.
Yeah, that would be most appreciative. If it's not too much of a problem.
Yeah, no, Hayson just asked.
It sounds like I asked and no one wants my help. Everyone wants the cool cleric's help. It's fine. I'm fine.
When did you
Out.
when did you offer?
Looked over the ship and was like, is everyone okay? Does anyone need any help?
Like we're
It
not
was-
dead. We're not
it was
dead.
as we were crashing onto the sandbar.
Oh, that's
so
Maybe not the best.
maybe
That makes sense.
Okay, timing.
Do you all need
I'll
help?
learn my lesson.
yeah, you guys need some healing.
Okay, you know what? I can't take this sass. I'm gonna go sit my butt down somewhere else and be quiet and wait for you all.
Hayson sits on the ship. Yeah, let me pull up Archie's spells here. Definitely something I could have done, before we began streaming, but it's
Forgot.
Okay,
he
well, fuck it,
existed
we'll
for
do
a
it
moment.
It's not a live D&D experience.
Yeah.
frantically looking up spells
Being
as
prepared.
This one would be
Well,
good. Yeah, I'll use
well-
that one, and I need one more.
While you're looking it up, Is there a way for us to easily get off of the pirate ship and onto either the merchant ship or the dagger?
I mean, you can try jumping again. That works.
I would say that to get onto the sandbar would require no roll at all.
Yeah,
Okay.
because Denver wants to get down and try and help get the merchant ship out to water.
Yeah, and Roderick is definitely going to go down to the sandbar and instruct them on the best way to dig out.
The guy watching people dig holes.
Yeah, Crickstump would like to go down and just hang out with Hasan for a minute.
Are you still a crocodile though?
No, I have since reverted.
Come sit with me. I'm pouting. Come
Yeah,
make me feel better.
I know.
Mudpack's
Oh,
gonna
you know.
come over and apologize to Hasan. I could use some help. It was a bit far away.
Oh no, I'm sure the cleric has much more strong power that could just heal you so much better.
And to be fair, he does.
To be fair, it's
Can't
true.
fight with that mess.
Yeah, everybody.
No, I should save my energy in case we get into another problem.
That's a good point.
Who is it that's taking damage?
I did take some. Yes, it just didn't record it. So
Yeah,
yes.
you pick up 22 points
I'm back to full.
of hit.
Nice.
22 hit points.
Everyone? Wow, nice.
We all do.
He is very powerful.
Yes, those who have taken
Yeah.
damage.
Oh, he did mass. He
We
did
just
mass.
wait until
So you can get onto the
that-
sandbar without much difficulty, and you can see that there are some folks there who are digging, as well as the first mate who you talked to earlier, who's looks to be in charge. He looks a little haggard, but he does give you all a wave as you come crashing in. He says, real impressive work out there. Sorry about earlier. Thank you.
I'd be a bit shifty if someone jumped on my boat when a pirate ship was attacking me from another side.
Well, I'm glad I didn't shoot any of you.
Me too!
Yeah.
One of your compatriots got close, but we can move along from that.
Yes.
And I'm just telling them how to hold the shovel and proper back lunge technique.
You're mansplaining how to dig a hole.
Yeah.
Yep.
Denra walks up with a shovel and just hands it to him and pushes him into the areas.
Roderick, I feel like Roderick's the kind of guy who hires a plumber and then stands next to the plumber the entire time, being like, "Yeah, that's pretty stuck. You need a 3/8 there. I'm pretty sure you need a 3/8. I got one in the garage if you need."
Pretty sure.
Infuriating. Yeah, Denra definitely tries to get him to actually work.
Roderick, go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
Okay.
Okay.
The last
Eight-
guy I hired to do this, he didn't know his stuff at all.
Eight-
I'm
18.
hoping,
You know what? It's not that you're relaying any important information, because you're very obviously not. But you're not hated, and you did participate in helping, save their ship. So they're tolerating it.
Yeah, Denra
That's-
won't do that then. Never mind.
That's literally like Roderick, if you should just sum him up, is like, you're not giving any useful information, but you're not hated.
You're tolerated.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Alara, are you coming down at some point?
I want to stay on the merchant ship.
Nope, she's in here making notes on what just happened. And she knows where she's useful. She's staying out of the way.
You can see that the dagger is coming back. It looks like the party will probably be departing before too long.
Oh, okay. Well, then she'll finish one last note. Okay, and then get off the merchant ship.
Okay.
Is Liam able to gauge that the pirate ship is considerably slower than the dagger because of the size?
Yes.
Okay.
The dagger it's not built for offense or defense. The dagger is completely built for speed.
Okay.
Maybe we mark this ship and come back and get it later.
It won't
Property
be here.
of.
Later.
Maybe it won't be here. No, I meant mark it on a map, but yeah, no, it won't be here.
Do you just have these
Liam
thoughts in
will-
your head? Do you speak them aloud? What's the
Well, yeah, he's kind of speaking it out loud to himself as he's kind of like rationalizing the ship. He probably will try to go talk to the merchant guy that they were talking to.
Sure. So you come up. He's still got his pistol in hand, kind of looking out to make sure there are no other pirates that are coming on. But he does give you a nod as you come up. Pretty incredible stuff out there. Thanks again.
No problem. Sorry if I put you off a little bit upon the original introduction of ourselves to you. Anyway, water on the bridge.
Agreed.
A question for you. Where exactly were you guys en route to before you ran aground?
Well, we headed out from out near Zamrazet and making the long trip down to Dakar.
Oh yeah, on your way back to car. What exactly do you trade regularly?
All kinds of things. We're built for long voyages. Some up and down the coast, some across the ocean. So it's a wide mix of goods.
Well, I know. See if we can get some kind of compensation for assisting in this
Yeah,
situation.
no,
But no, I was more wanting to say, if it's not too much of a hassle, I mean, it's not going to be here very much longer, I can promise you that, but if we could somehow string it to you, I certainly could get a pretty penny for that ship back into Dakar.
Well, here's my concern. I fucking hate pirates.
Oh?
And, if I had to guess, I'd guess that's not the only band that's around. And I would hate to leave anything on the bone for a bunch of pirates. So my inclination would be to sink the ship. But I'll make you a deal. If you want to come back for the ship later, I'll leave it. Or I can pay you and your group some cash now.
Can Roderick hear this conversation?
Yeah.
I think the payment will be the better choice here, Liam.
Money now.
I killed a bunch of pirates and I need cash
I was
now.
trying to come up with a joke for that too. Damn it, that's good.
You can buy a boat with whatever money you're given as part of the reward.
Oh, no.
How much is the boat? $10?
We will not be able to buy ships that we're going to get the recompense. They are not cheap things. However, it is a shame to have to sink such a relatively quaint ship.
We could set it on fire.
Oh, it's still gonna be sinking it.
Well, could give it a nice send-off. Now I'm doing your accent, damn it.
Contagious.
I suppose so.
I think there are a few of us who don't really want a boat. Hey, Son! Hey, Son!
What? What?
Do you want a boat or a reward?
What would I do with a boat?
There we are. 2 against 1.
That's
Guess what?
I
He has no
also,
idea. He's too far away, so he didn't have any idea what you were talking about.
Yep.
You're just like, do you want money or a boat? And he's
That's why Roderick yelled
oh, it's
at you.
perfect.
just like,
So,
what the heck?
I don't know how long I've gone. Ugh.
Roderick is gonna pull him aside and just be like, based on how you sailed the pirate ship in, I'm
Hey, at least he's saying it
not
properly.
sure a boat is the right move for you at this juncture.
No, you do understand that I don't want a boat. I want to sell the boat for a lot of gold.
Well, yes, understandable, but there's no one out here to buy it. So let's just destroy it and let the merchants pay us.
Or whatever.
One reward, please.
8 rewards, please.
Well, yes, of course, Hason. Of course, Hason. That's what I said.
He's selfish.
You're all letting Roderick talk to the person about getting the reward. I don't know who's smart in this group, but it's...
I mean, you know, I don't have any arguments. You're making good points.
The man you're talking to, the first mate, he's been kind of listening to this bemused, but as the conclusion finally draws, he says, Captain took a bullet in the leg. He's getting patched up right now, so I guess it's up to me to make these kinds of decisions. I set aside some gold for you, and he pulls out, should be noted, a pretty sizable bag. And he holds it up and says, I presume you can split this amongst yourselves. I don't have to do the counting for you.
Roderick grabs the gold and says, well, you know what they say. A penny given is a pirate army slain.
Who is it? Who is it that says that?
A large sigh from the other.
Well, they do. Have you not heard that? I figured you out on the sea would have heard the saying.
You know, I've heard a lot of things, and not that.
Well, now you know it, and you can pass it along.
Sure. I sure can. Thank you all again.
Of course.
Yeah, you definitely helped us out of a tough scrape there.
I was going to try and continue to help to get you out of here if we can, or is it going to take too long?
Oh, Denra, no, they've got it all figured out. I instructed them on the proper shoveling technique.
I know you did.
I think we'll be out. We'll be out within the hour.
All right. Well, I mean, if Liam, do you want to? We could probably just push it.
What?
You and I both just.
I mean, we could certainly. I don't want to burn too much of our time to get over to the island. But I mean, like, we can certainly give a good go for about 5 minutes as everybody's getting settled back onto the onto the deck.
Who knows? We might roll really well.
That's true.
Sure. As Salern gets the dagger close enough to only get your feet a little bit wet as you cross over onto it.
I carefully take my boots off.
That's fair.
And to get back on the boat so my shoes stay dry.
Mudpack happily squelches in the wet sand.
Squelch. And for Mudpack, that comes up to like your knees.
Oh yeah.
Great. So in that case, Liam and Denra, go ahead and make, let's say, make 3 strength checks.
Okay.
So what's the first one look like?
Let me pull up that. Yeah, that's really good. First one's 22.
Okay. And Liam?
7.
Okay.
No.
All right, let's do the second one.
Just wasn't ready. He just wasn't paying attention yet.
He was holding the wrong end of the shovel.
Yeah.
If only Roderick were still there, but he's on the dagger now.
Right? Yeah.
Denra.
It was almost said natural 20. Dirty 20.
Okay. And Liam?
9.
Oh my goodness.
His shovel's got a hole in it. Let's do one more.
Do you need a new shovel?
-10.
I thought you were just literally pushing the boat.
I mean, that's what Denver was going to do.
So him having a shovel is probably what the problem is.
It's probably the deal.
Yeah, just drop the shovel.
Too small.
Denra.
Another dirty 20. Roll another 14.
Oh,
yeah. On the last one, with the shovel, which since it's human sized, is probably like
like
far too small.
Like
he
a
just chucks it over his
size.
shoulder. That's 23 on the last one.
Okay.
Hey.
24.
This is a really big ship.
Oh yeah, I didn't think it was gonna work.
You're able to like get what feels like a little movement going.
We might have helped them get out of here.
Yeah, it's possible. It's entirely possible. Two
Marginally better.
nat 20s probably would have budged it.
Yeah,
but
I wasn't expecting it.
You felt some sand shift, and it should be noted that a couple of the sailors give Denra a little round of applause.
Thank you. She blushes if she can.
But yeah, that's as much as you're able to do. By that point, everybody has boarded the dagger, and it seems like they're ready to go.
Cool. Liam. So last two things. First, Liam would have definitely taken one of the barrels of rum.
Oh,
from the pirate.
Sorry, Denver
From the
would have
pirate ship.
would have done that too.
Sure.
I apologize.
And probably given the rest of at least the merch, like the supplies to the merchant ship.
Oh
so
yeah,
they could
told them
sell
where to
those.
find it.
Okay.
Alcohol now, because we have all that stuff that Crickstump bought.
Oh wait, yeah.
So as you are bringing a
didn't buy
barrel
rum.
over,
We've got a drink tonight, guys.
Yeah, we have to.
as you bring a barrel over, Solern is watching from the deck, and she says, "Oh, you got to be kidding me! More shite that you're bringing into my boat. Oh, are you just gonna carry it on your lap the entire time?"
Well, that's not very nice to say. Crickstump is a valued member of our team.
Listen here, Roderick. I may be dirt, but I am not shit.
I was defending you.
Were you?
Roderick just storms off. He's gonna go down below and count the gold.
Well, listen, if all this extra rubbish slows us down, either it can go or you can go. All right?
Oh, don't worry. We'll toss him overboard. It's all good.
We'll drink it tonight. Don't worry.
Most of it, yes.
And she's already starting to pull up anchor and getting ready to go.
Yeah, he won't do the second thing because she didn't like me grabbing the barrel, so I won't do what I was gonna do.
I
well-
want to follow Roderick downstairs because I want to make sure he doesn't pocket any extra.
Sure. So split between you, you all end up with 40 gold each.
Nice.
Wow.
Is this including the 60 gold from earlier, or do we need to split that ourselves? Which we can do.
You would need to split that yourselves. That was like stuff you found in boxes and whatnot on the ship.
I will.
Go ahead.
I don't want to take too much time with it, but if it's possible, he wants to slosh down into the water where the pirate ship is beached now. Well, actually, we didn't drop it because it got beached. He wants to take the anchor off of the pirate ship and go back to the first mate guy and just be like, a gold's nice, but if there's just one thing you could do for me, could you take this to Vondel Frostbeard when you get back to Takar? He can put it in my quarters for me, and I'll get back to it then. Is that all right?
He looks very puzzled, but he says, "Yeah, all right. Go ahead and set it there, and we'll tie a rope to it."
Oh, thanks a lot. And as he's walking away, he'll gesture to the one on the back to be like, "This one's getting a little beat up. You know, it's always good to keep things nice and shiny." So yeah.
Sure.
Thanks a lot.
Sure. And with that, you all board the dagger, and Solern catches some wind in the sails, and you are off on the open ocean once more. It's another 30 minutes or so before you finally get out of the Needles, out of this thick, batch of rocks. And she looks very grateful to leave it behind. Is there any business that you would like to do here during the day?
Drinking. Oh.
Should we drink all day?
Day drinking in the sun on a ship.
Oh my
I
god.
mean, Liam's definitely gonna crack into this bottle. This.
What's
keg of
what's the
rum.
weather like? Oh, sorry.
Denver
You go ahead.
The weather has cleared up. You had the really bad storm this morning. It's, you got some winds, so it's not like the most perfect day around, but it's not terrible either. Roderick.
Yeah.
So as Roderick is handing out the gold, and he does hand out gold to everyone in the correct amount. Thank you very much.
Roderick.
When we don't have to actually do it, but just know that Denra, Crickstump, and Hayson all get a little bit of a talking to about the rules of honor and fighting.
I defend myself because Roderick, I was on the other ship. How on earth was I supposed to hear you all the way up in the crow's nest?
Hayson, I'm not as mad at you as I am at Denra and Crickstump.
You shouldn't be mad at me at all, and also you should not be giving people lectures. It's very rude.
Why aren't you mad at me? Because I didn't hit.
Yes, that's exactly right. You didn't hit him. So you didn't violate the rules of honor. Hayson, I know you didn't know, but now you do. So if I am fighting someone one-on-one, I want it to stay that way.
Yeah, Crickstump doesn't listen at all.
Denra just kind of, doesn't say anything either. Just kind of takes a long drag of the rum that Liam gave her, and just, all right, Roderick.
Thank you.
No, I'm gonna take your kill every time. Sorry.
Take your kill every time.
I'm not mad at you about taking a kill. I'm mad at you because you bit my arm.
That's a good point.
It was an accident.
No, I'm meant to do that.
Oh.
I could tell.
Crickstump, whatever it is we have between us, just please know that I don't appreciate things that can turn into other things. It's just a thing that I have, and I'm sorry about it. But if you could do your best not to bite me.
I really hate to break it to you there, Roddy, but I'm pretty sure most of us can turn into other things.
Yes, I've realized that.
Partially.
So, I mean, if you're not cool with me doing it, you're not going to be cool with the rest of us doing it, which means you're not really cool with the rest of us.
I'm only not cool with it when it results in my arm being bitten by a giant beast.
Well, then don't get in my way.
That's hard for him to do sometimes.
You know what, Crocstump, you know what? If you don't get in my way, I won't get in yours. Agreed?
How was I ever in your way?
I think we all need to just work together in the fighting instead of worrying about whose honor is being besmirched.
So,
it doesn't matter.
Liam is going to walk over and kind of like put a hand on Roderick's shoulder and be like, "Hey, Roderick, why don't you tell me a little bit more about what they say? I would love to hear about more about what they say.
And who
would you like some rum? It's really quite excellent."
I would like some rum. Thank you very much.
Come along and tell me a little bit more about what they say.
Thank you. I will. And Denra, if you don't know who they are, I don't want to tell you.
I'll learn eventually.
I'm about to find out who they are. So I guess I'll tell you, Denra, and then you know.
Yeah.
I'm sure adding pirate rum to the situation will make everybody much less irritable.
So much better.
Yeah.
Liam doesn't get irritable when he drinks.
Roderick's not an angry drunk at all.
So everyone who is drinking, go ahead and make a Constitution check.
Yeah.
Denver's a happy drunk.
Question.
Yes, Ariel.
Can Ariel be simultaneously partway in the water and drinking?
Sure.
Why not?
The poolside bar. Mudbag is considering whether to drink or not.
Okay, well, we'll come back to you at the end then. Liam.
Liam got an 8.
Okay.
My
Denra.
parents are getting drunk today. I got a 10.
Okay. Hassan.
I got a 1.
All right.
In that case,
baby boy with baby tolerance.
Roderick.
I got a 12, and I didn't expect to have the highest roll at this point.
So far, yeah.
Ariel.
18.
Nice.
There it is.
And Crickstump.
That's an 8.
Oh, we get
Wow.
And Mudpack.
18 as well.
Nice.
Okay.
Mudpack being the soberest, along with Ariel, just makes perfect sense.
He's not a drinker. He's not a drinker, so he is kind of like, I don't get the big deal.
Sipping it.
Legolas. He's like Legolas in Two Towers.
Yep.
Okay. Well, let me let's pull up some different music here, since everybody has decided to
get sloshed
to get drunk here at sea.
That was not my intention, for the record.
You rolled a 1.
I know, but he wasn't intending to get drunk. If that makes a difference on what Paul's gonna say.
Got a dice that just has everything 15 and above all over it. So that's what I use when I don't want to get drunk.
Loaded dice.
Okay. So the barbarians are definitely deeply drunk. There's a lot of singing going on. A fair bit of flirtation happening between Liam and Denra.
You
Probably
are very, very big. very large man.
Is that a come on?
Oh,
Denra is.
That's
She's been
Denra
married
flirting.
for a long time.
That's
So
definitely
boy.
Denver.
I'm just. This is very good rum. Thank you for sharing.
Absolutely, Russ. It's my pleasure to do. I will bet.
I have no idea what you just said.
I did either. That's
I think
what
that was
want.
the
It was
point.
perfect.
Okay.
Amazing.
Roderick, what did you end up getting?
12.
12. Okay, so Roderick and Ariel are about at the same level of intoxication. Ariel, you kind of are arched backwards with your hand in the water. There's a connection to the ocean. And you still have your jade carving of the fish.
Well, so me and Mudpack are at the same. We rolled the same.
Yeah, 18s.
Oh, sorry. I thought there was another 12 on the board.
Sorry.
No. Don't be. I'm the one who
Can I?
has no memory.
Don't make me more drunk than I am.
Crickstump had the 8 though. Crickstump had the 8.
Me
Yeah.
and
With-
Ken had
with
the
The
eight.
other low one.
Yeah.
Crickstump and Roderick, go ahead and
Oh no!
Oh.
both of you go ahead and roll
Oh.
persuasion checks.
Oh boy.
Roderick?
I got a nat 1,
Okay.
which does make it a 5.
Doesn't. Oh, we've learned it doesn't make a difference.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's noted.
Yeah.
Crickstump.
I mean, that's only a 6.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Need to break up a fight while drunk.
Okay, it's good to know. So Ariel and Mudpack, the two of you are at the same level, just enjoying. And, enjoying is kind of a weird term for it because the party is quickly getting a little crazy. It's the barbarians are singing. Tensions are rising between Roderick and Crickstump. You hear a large crash as Hason steps off of the top deck and just falls into the lower deck. And just
He would.
Oh, hey, son, are you okay?
I don't even feel anything.
Oh, yeah, I can tell.
Anything.
Paul,
You're just
Yeah.
can Ariel cast Identify on her statue
you sure can.
thing? Okay, she'll do that while she's still relatively.
Okay. You begin doing that.
Mudpack wanted to cast Druidcraft and as a cantrip and blow a bunch of butterflies all over
Oh
the ship.
my gosh. They're so pretty.
They're bright blue. They're bright blue.
Liam is drunk enough. He will absolutely start speaking to them.
Okay.
so pretty.
Mudpack, go ahead and make another make a persuasion check, Mudpack.
Okay.
I'll say that the DC for influencing behavior is going to be 14.
14.
Woo!
Nice.
Ha!
Okay.
I rolled a 14. That's what that
Hell
meant.
yeah.
Not repeating you
Yeah.
like 14.
So what this is going to do is it's going to allow one moment for a fight to not break out between Roderick and Crickstump.
Yay! That was the goal.
And it's going to be the two of you rolling persuasion again. Roderick at disadvantage.
Oh boy.
Well.
I hope Zach's there.
And while we're getting that, Ariel,
oh yeah,
you are you spend some. What does identify look like for you? Like what? How does that translate for you?
I think for her it's really meditative. So she just holds it in her lap, almost as if she's meditating on it, barely moving.
Okay. This is a unique item. I'll give you a name for it a little later. But what this does is a one-time use item. And you spend a minute focusing on it. And it is a one-way ticket to the realm of water.
that's what it.
Never gonna see you again.
Holy shit.
Later.
Yeah.
Don't drink anymore. Don't drink anymore. She's gonna leave. Someone
Sweet.
take your key statue.
Key statue.
Yeah. So that's what that does. So it's a get out of here and into some water ticket.
Love it. But she can't get back.
No, it's one way.
Okay.
You just and now that you know, you can like really feel it's like you can almost feel that realm like right on the other side of it.
It's cool.
Okay, so we've got persuasion checks to try to diffuse probably some kind of fist fight. Roderick, what'd you roll?
I rolled a 17.
Okay,
Nice.
that was at disadvantage.
And that was at disadvantage.
Yeah.
Nice.
And Crickstump, you are
Sorry,
muted.
What am I doing?
Persuasion check.
Mudpack blew out butterflies.
Yeah, Mudpack released
Sorry,
some.
Paul.
No, you're good. Mudpack released some butterflies, which might diffuse the fight here.
They might be pretty enough to keep you from fighting each other.
Okay, so I'm rolling persuasion.
Yes.
That's an 18.
Okay. So there's some raised voices. There's like a little bit of getting in one another's face, and then a butterfly, a big blue butterfly, comes and lands directly on Roderick's nose.
Oop.
And it's enough. It's enough in that moment to kind of break up the tension and allow the two of you to walk away again.
Butterfly effect.
A butterfly effect.
Jeez.
Liam will like lean
done,
over
well
towards
done.
Roderick and be like, "Well, you know what they say?
What do they say?
Yeah, what do they say?
A big blue butterfly means smooth sailing at sea."
I did not know that. Thank you. Roderick pulls out a little sketch notepad and just writes that down for later.
Did Mudpack hear that?
Oh yeah, this isn't that big a ship.
It's a small boat. It's a small boat.
We're all-
We'll hang it up. Oh, that was a stroke of luck.
They're so pretty, Mudpack. Thank you. They remind me of home.
I wanted to bring some remnants of land and air with us and seem to be just the soothing sort of thing we all need right now. Sip very classily from his rum.
Yeah. My daughter, these were her favorite kinds of butterflies, so thank you.
These
It's kind of
were.
sobering up a bit.
Does
it
she
is.
have a new favorite type of
No,
butterfly?
they still are. They still are. Yes, my children are gone. I'm trying to find them somehow, and the Adventure Guild seemed to be the best way to do it.
What, you lost your
A little
children?
drunk. Lost is the wrong word for it. Taken is a better one, I think.
Were they like you, or were they half something else?
I'm gonna let that slide. They were like me.
Perfectly reasonable question.
They were like me. My husband and I got a little place in the woods. Lived there pretty nicely for a long while. Raised the kids, and what do you know? Some fucking orcs and goblins came through and destroyed the forest.
At that point, Hason's just waterworks. Just, I'm so sorry.
Do you know why they were taken?
I don't. I don't know even where they went. I was gone, and when I came back, all I found was Ordune.
Well,
Some
then-
creatures take just to take.
Yes. Liam, can you please pour me another one?
Wait, hold on. How do you know they're still alive if you were gone?
They weren't there. Ordune's body was. They weren't.
Oh, I see.
I don't like to say it, but I'm more of just assuming and hoping they are still alive.
Well,
That's
Denra,
what
I'm...
you have to do when you lose somebody and you don't know whether they're dead or alive. You have to hope that they're still alive. It's the only way you can get through every day.
Yes, yes, of course.
you, Hasan.
Roderick just hands Hasan another cup. Yes,
No,
of course,
no,
Hasan, yes.
No, I had too much.
No, he's fine. I'll take that
Denra,
one though.
Denra, I'm so sorry. I had no idea.
It's fine. There's no way you would have known. I don't talk about him much, but I am still actively looking for Freya and Odin, but
Do you have any idea where they are?
I don't. I came to the Adventurers Guild because they seem like the best way to, get out in the world and find things or people. I don't know. Sorry, why did I do this? Anytime I get drunk. Oh, fuck.
Well, Denra, you know what they say.
Oh, what?
If you take my friend's children, you better watch your fucking back.
Thank you, Roderick. That means
You're
a lot.
welcome.
I like that one. Roderick is a good one.
Thank you. Roderick whispers to Liam, I just made it up.
That's the best part. I'm glad you did, Roderick. That means you care, and not some other random they person.
Ariel.
Just before the drinking continues, she will put that statue somewhere not on her person.
Sure.
So
Smart.
nothing bad can happen.
Yeah, you can tuck it away in your
smart.
things. Sunset comes, and Solern is finally able to give up the wheel. She just says, "This was a shite day. I'm going to bed." And
So, should you want a nightcap? It's real good as shit.
It's really good.
It's good enough.
I need sleep. Need sleep.
That's a good point.
Pick time. And Pickwick gets up, and he rolls out of his hammock and comes up topside and says, "Are we drinking?"
Yeah.
Drinking.
Wait, no, hold on.
Can you drink and steer?
Yes, that's the question. Thank you, Mudbag.
Well, I thought we were we gonna still move while we're sleeping?
I can do just about fucking anything and steer.
Oh.
Hey,
I mean, he's a fucking turtle, right?
Trust me, Roderick.
That's-
I know a guy. He's like not even bigger than your hip, and he still steals a ship. 4 bottles in.
That makes sense.
I'm not getting crazy or nothing. I just want to, pour me a cup.
I'm gonna bring him a cup.
It's delicious.
He takes it happily. He says, "Ugh, it's all right." Lights up his pipe, and you can see that on like the other side of the wheel, there's like this little wooden thing that's been attached to the backside. That's like where he balances a cup.
A bowler.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
So good.
It's like a couple of pegs that balance his cup
A real pirate right there.
as he lights his pipe and sets on to the night shift.
Is it weighted so when the boat
Stays at the
keels?
bottom.
It's not. It's not quite that sophisticated.
Okay.
An artificer in here. They'll do it.
Liam, we all saw this little thing that he went and set it on.
Sure.
Oh yeah. Liam looks over, is like, oh, holy shit. I'll go make one of these for Cade. I'm on it. He starts looking like through his bag to find a piece of wood that he can start filing. Which he had. So he
And at
does
this
it
point,
first.
the sun has set. The moon is beginning to rise. Unless there's something specific that someone wants to do, I would say.
I would just like Hasan to play some music for us to go to sleep to.
Please.
Can I make a, like, he wouldn't continue drinking. Can I make any sort of check to see if he's sobering up?
No, but
No, not with a nat one?
nope,
Okay, it's
nope.
fine. Okay.
If you would like to play, you can. It is
Would
at
it be
disadvantage.
Disadvantage?
Yeah.
Okay.
What Pack wanted
yeah.
to do his pan flute too.
Yeah.
Well,
Gotta
question
get help.
about the disadvantage. Do I still get to use my silver tongue feature?
This would be actual disadvantage. Like,
Okay.
straight up, no.
Doesn't add anything.
Nope. The one defeats all.
Yep.
I don't know. I feel like he'd be worried about messing up. 'cause
Oh, in that case, no pan flute. Mudpack walk over to Hasan and give his shoulder a little squeeze.
What? What?
You play beautifully,
Oh,
and I know you can.
thank you.
And cast guidance to help with that.
Oh! So now what does that mean? I added D4 to it? Or what?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm helping.
Yeah.
Disadvantage.
It helps.
I'm helping.
It's
Yeah,
great.
disadvantage and then add your d4.
Hey.
Do I still get out my bonus?
Yeah.
My proficiency
Yeah.
bonus?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Got this.
I didn't play a high charisma bard for nothing, guys. That is 17.
Yay!
Okay. So Hasan, still deeply drunk.
I
What?
feel the music even though I'm drunk. I can still.
Yeah. Why don't you tell us what it looks like for a very deeply drunk Hasan to play decently well?
He probably looks a little dumb going on up here. Like not much is going on, but like his fingers on the lyre just move like they're not even part of him. Like just because he's played so many times and he's had it for so long
whole
that
thing is just
he's
like-
probably playing a song that he's known
Yeah.
forever. And so his brain, he's probably thinking about other things like what they're gonna have for breakfast tomorrow. And blah, 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 while he's playing. So he
So
probably looks
he's just a
stupid, but-
typical musician, is what you're
Yeah. Guitar guy at the party.
saying. Yeah, like
Oh, ew.
I've done this 1,000
I don't like
times.
that.
Oh wait, I take it back.
Yeah.
Anyway, here's Wonderwall.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
You ever
But
been
it's-
to like
it's
a
a
big
very-
concert where the acts are definitely like super drunk? And like the music still goes and it's still all right, but you know that like everybody up there is just absolutely shitty.
And also,
That's
it's a
Hasan.
very
Yeah.
beautiful ballad. Like he always plays ballads on his
Got it.
lyre. So
Denra is
Some Casey and
knocked
JoJo.
out. Just
I don't know who that is.
I'm gonna get in trouble when I say I don't know who that is either.
Just- Gray hairs.
Yeah.
Just my whole head is gonna turn
Sorry.
gray.
Yep.
Someone in the chat has got to
Yeah.
confirm for me
Eviscerate
that
us.
you know who Casey and JoJo is, or else I will literally die of old age here in this chair.
Boy.
Paul touches the withering.
Hi,
Yeah,
Paul.
it contracts the withering.
It's nice knowing you, Paul.
That's what
Wait,
the withering
who-
is. When you make
who
a
actually
reference
knows?
that no one gets.
Oh no, I've had the withering for a long time. Then.
Wait, who knows? Like, can we do a quick little like hands up?
Who
I've
kn-
heard. I know. The name is familiar, but I don't know the music specifically.
Yeah, I don't know their music either.
Yeah.
Is it just me?
Sorry,
Sorry,
Paul.
Paul.
I think in this group I was your best bet, and I don't know who that is.
Oh.
Oh.
No one else went to school dances in the late 90s, I guess. Weird.
I did. I just listened to Savage Garden.
That is fair. That is fair.
That's a reference I know.
Yeah.
Good God.
Yes, the chat got it.
Yeah, they got it. Took
Okay,
them
good.
they got it.
You don't have the Withering.
I don't have the Withering. The chat understands me. Next week the chat will be playing and you all will be watching.
That would be a good t-shirt too. The chat understands me. That's a good shirt.
There you go. That is.
Can we confirm that the chat's not just like Paul's wife? Like, just like sniping in to like give Paul a little sense
No,
of
she doesn't watch
security?
the show.
No.
That's fair.
No, what she's doing is putting the baby down, so she can't.
That is actually fair.
Yeah. All right, so the Heisan plays a really nice tune. The night passes without incident.
Denris snores like crazy.
Yeah. Everybody but, Ariel and Mudpack, not too drunk, but still, like, it's pretty strong. So it's enough to make you nice and relaxed. So only Alera is just stone cold sober.
Yep.
Even Pickwick's a little buzzed at this point. So the night passes, and the next day is fairly calm at sea. You know that you will reach the island by about this evening. Is there any particular business anyone has for this last day at sea?
Oh, what was that? That was a lot of the rum. Oh man, what did we talk about? What happened? I don't remember anything.
Hey, welcome to sea life, eh?
Yeah, I guess that rum. Oh man, I've had some dwarven stuff before, but that stuff knocked me on my ass.
Yeah. Pirates, bread and butter, that is. Good stuff.
Oh man.
Hey Son, what do you got?
I want to talk to Archie if I can.
Okay. Archie has spent honestly a lot of this time, not in like seriousness, but in quite a bit of silence. He's watched the sea. You could probably understand why.
I know I'd be really nervous, so I just thought maybe you wanted to talk or, distract yourself for a moment.
I appreciate that. I wasn't nervous before we left, not really. Something I knew was coming and had prepared for. But I will admit that as we approach, as we get closer, there are some nerves, no doubt. I still feel that I'm doing the right thing, but I'm closing the second to last chapter of my life, and it's given me a lot to think about.
Have you always known that you would do something like this, or?
Well, when the island, when the colony was founded a couple hundred years ago, there were some of us who got together who kind of talked it out. But when we might be needed, when we might go. So I have known for some time that at some point I would take my place there.
Well, do let us know if there's anything we can do for you besides, escorting you.
Well, that's you have all served very admirably. I have great respect for intervening on behalf of that ship. It's it's one of the reasons that I chose to be around the adventures and was in the guild for so long. I'm not necessarily an adventurer myself, but I have great respect for those who help when help is needed.
Yes, of course.
My hope is that that we can get there and you can be on your way.
Yes, I hope we make it safely the rest of the way.
Skies are clear. We'll be there by the time the sun sets, I think. And, yeah, it's been a pleasure observing one last adventure before I take my place in the colony.
Well, that was a very interesting last fight to witness, I'm sure.
It was.
With crocodiles falling from the sky and whatnot.
Admittedly, I don't know that I've accompanied any adventures that had a double crocodile attack. That was...
Neither have I.
That was a sight to see.
Indeed.
Yes, from afar, I'm sure it was lovely.
It was.
So I'll
Yeah,
just, keep him company.
Sounds good. He's happy to sit with you. You definitely get a sense of a bit of nervousness. There's no question what the end will look like for him, and how this is going to end up. But he's also pretty excited to get there and to help people and get to work. He does talk to you about, let me pull up the name here. This is already a decently large document. He talks to you a bit about the other cleric that was there. He says, well, I knew Janman for many years before he left to go to Baorna. Worked at the guild for a time, and we became fast friends. He left for Baorna about 20 years ago. A couple of years after he began his work there, his symptoms began to show. From my understanding, he has really helped in developing the colony. They've built a greenhouse, he tells me, a few years ago. But in the last few years, his health began to deteriorate. My hope is that he'll have 4-6 months left once I get there. Some time for me to get settled and acclimated and get to know the people and get in the routine before, unfortunately, he'll pass.
Well, at least he'll have a good friend by his side.
We could all be so lucky.
Hey, Son, sorry to interrupt. Do you have some sort of game, some dice or cards? Something to pass the time a little bit more quickly? I figured you, with all your instruments, probably have something of the sort.
Oh, let me look. Nope. He goes, I'm so sorry, I don't. I pretty much play music all the time. I don't have any cards or dice, and I'm not much of a gambler anyway, so I...
Oh, well, I didn't say anything about gambling.
Oh, no, well, oh, okay, well, I
Not
just
yet.
figured that's why people carry those sorts of things. I don't know. Sorry, I did not mean to make an assumption about
Archie, do you have any sort of dice or cards or anything?
I do have a deck of cards that you could borrow. I do need them back before we depart, though.
Oh, well, I figured you could play with us.
Oh, we
Go
can
to
all
make a
play
persuasion
cards then.
check.
That sounds fun.
15.
All right. I suppose I could join in a few hands.
Hey, Son, would you like to join us?
Sure. Why not?
Anyone else want to play some cards?
I'll play with you.
Crick Stump, I knew you'd be here.
Did you?
Sounds good.
Hey, yeah, all right. Hey, I'll do that.
That got me.
As long as you're okay losing, Roderick, I'm sure I'll have beginner's luck.
Oh, well, Roderick only loses when he wants to lose.
Is that so?
Now we're talking in the third person now. It's a new development.
Roderick's
That's
just
who
very
they
complex. They,
Oh my
that's true.
God.
I'll change my pronouns to they because
There
he's
you
really
go.
just talking about himself.
There you go.
More like we, perhaps.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's more accurate.
The royal
Yeah.
we.
I've never seen some. I would love to see someone with their name and then just we.
That's their pronoun.
All right.
I've thought about it.
Have you? That'd
King
be
George
great.
III. We.
Yep. We.
Maybe you play a race that's a hive mind, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So you were able to play some hands. Everybody who's playing, go ahead and roll just one straight luck d20.
What was that split? Like that movie?
Oh yeah. With James McAvoy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever his name is. Yeah.
He would have we.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah.
All right. Archie got an 8. Crickstump, what'd you roll?
12.
Hey, son. You cut out there.
Was
Oh,
that a
17.
Yeah.
Liam, are you playing?
Yes.
And what'd you roll?
He got an 11.
Okay. Roderick.
Roderick got a 6.
Okay.
Yes!
Was there anyone else who was in?
Yeah, Denver got a 2.
Okay.
Nice.
So hey, son. It's quite a few rounds, and it's there are some people who lose more than they win, and some people who win more than they lose. But ultimately, hey, son, you're the one who ends up winning the most hands by the end.
Oh, Roderick. So you're telling me that you intended to lose every hand to me? That was on purpose?
I'm sorry. I thought we were playing a friendly game. Did you want to put some money on it?
No, member. I don't gamble.
Well,
Are
if you
you
have
sure?
such good luck with cards, it seems like maybe you should rethink that.
Well, I don't really want to bet money, so unless there's something else we can gamble with.
Roderick pulls out a gold coin and just puts it down.
Sure. I mean, do I have to put in money too, or can we just bet on?
Yes,
the
that's
gold coin?
usually how it
That's how
works.
gambling works. Everyone puts in the same amount
I
of
put
money.
in 1 gold coin, but I'm not gonna get addicted to this. Just one.
Oh my god.
Denver flicks one in 2.
2 sessions from now, we're gonna find Hey-san at a local casino playing the slots.
Oh yeah.
No,
Oh yeah.
never.
Smoking.
Cigarette hanging out of
3 in the morning, just
I'm on a hot streak.
pushing the button, pushing the button,
coffee. Black
Into it.
coffee.
I got a hot streak now. Yeah.
I'll get
unsmiling.
Hey,
Blank
Son's gonna
stare.
be, hey, Son's gonna
Just
be like
wants
that
to
grandma
ruin
with,
him. That's
with
all.
a cup
Paul
of
just
pickles.
wants him to
Yeah.
be not happy. Why do you hate me?
It's too perfect.
Liam will throw in a goal as well.
Yeah,
Okay.
So with Denver.
Everyone who wants to throw in a gold, go ahead and roll another luck d20. Just a straight d20.
Is Roderick dealing this?
You better not cheat.
I think Archie deals.
Okay, good.
Mhm. Yeah,
Okay.
let the cleric do it.
All right. Roderick would like to lose on purpose, though.
Okay, you can do that.
Yeah, just so you know, he's gonna. Doesn't matter what I roll.
Sure.
Roderick is gonna lose.
Sounds good. You should roll anyway, just to see if you have to, how much you have to fudge it.
If you have a
I
really good
don't.
hand, if you have a really good hand, it'd be hard to lose on purpose.
Yeah.
So Liam,
17.
Denra,
15.
Crickstump.
I used the luck point. I rolled a 10 initially, and my second one was nat 20.
Ooh, baby.
Okay.
Why you use luck?
Just out of curiosity, hey son,
13.
and Roderick, what'd you end up with?
Roderick got a 3. So
Okay.
So you didn't even have to.
all
you
the
lost anyway.
nobility thrown aside didn't even matter.
I really did mean to do that.
So it continues for a bit, but ultimately Crickstump comes and just sweeps the table. So Crickstump, you pick up an extra 1, 2, 3, 4 gold.
Well,
I
wait,
think
did
he deserves
Archie
it.
play?
Archie
done.
did not play.
Oh, okay. He just dealt. Okay.
Hey, someone say, Roderick, I would like to do this again, but I think perhaps we could bet on something different, something that's not money. How does that sound to you?
What would we bet with?
If I win, you have to refrain from saying, and you know what they say, for a whole 24 hours.
And what if I win?
I don't know. Well, yes.
I think it's more likely that a bolt of lightning would strike him from the sky than he'd stop saying that.
Denver actually laughs at that. That's hilarious.
I just have a lot of good advice that I have learned throughout my life.
Yes, but some people don't like unsolicited advice.
All right, Hasan. If I win, you have to tell us something about who you actually are and not this facade that you put on.
Oh!
Sure, of course. Sounds good.
Roderick.
I assume the rest of us have just stepped back and be like, yeah.
Roderick grabs the cards from Archie
I'm gonna cheat.
and starts to shuffle
No,
and deal.
I think someone else should deal this.
I
It's
can do
only
that.
fair.
I was
you
like,
know.
All right, I trust Denra. She's lost so much today. There's no way she could cheat.
He just kind of glares at you. Maybe I don't want to now. I will, though, for Hasan's sake. But goodness.
All right, the two of you go ahead and do another D20 luck roll.
how
Can I
high
cheat?
is
No, I'm just
Den-
kidding.
how high is Denra's sleight of hand?
I'm not gonna.
Probably
Denra
not
is
very.
Not. Well, no, it's +2, but no.
The
But-
sneaky Minotaur.
I could play a rogue. That'd be cool.
All right. Hey, San, what'd you roll? You'll have to speak a little louder into your mic.
Sorry, 18.
18. Roderick.
Roderick got a 17.
What they say.
So as
You don't, and you know,
Nothing.
and you
I was
won't
gonna
for
say,
24
nothing.
hours.
You don't get to find out.
so as the cards come down, and it's like almost the same hand, except Hasan just has a slightly higher cards in that same hand. There's a big, uproar of how close it was.
Yeah.
And then you hear from the front, looks like we've got land. We're getting ready to hit the island.
Well, you,
Roderick
But
goes,
Meg runs to the
well,
railing.
you know what...
Ah,
Hasan points at you.
well, you know what they say.
yeah.
Oh, well, other people can't do it. That's not fair.
No, I just point at Roderick. I'm like, land ho.
That's not even a saying.
Hasan would lean closer to Roderick and sort of lower his voice and say, Roderick, if you want to know anything about me, all you have to do is ask. And he says that, seriously, not sarcastic.
Duly
In regards
noted.
in regards to your half of the bet.
Yes, of course.
As the sun is getting close to setting, Solern made good time today. You can see the island of Baorna stretched out in front of you. It's not especially large. Gauging it looks like you could walk across it, at least that way, within a day. You can see a bit of civilization up ahead. It is sheltered in a valley kind of surrounded by fairly steep cliffs. It looks like this is a very isolated spot, probably on purpose. As Solern comes up to a small, not makeshift, but not very big dock, and ties up and gets everything stopped. I think this is a good time for us to go to our break. So, stick around to the chat, because in a couple of minutes, we're going to give away our set of dice. So, stay tuned, keep in the chat, and we'll be back in just a few minutes. All right, welcome back. Hope you've had a good break. I got some coffee for myself. We're all set to go out here. Thank you for those who entered into our dice giveaway. I've put all the entries into a random number generator, and so it is time to announce who has won this really cool set of dice that are coming out of my workshop. And the winner is Violet Mask.
Yeah.
Been with us since the beginning.
Oh, gee.
Very happy to have you, and very happy for you to have these dice.
You earned
Congratulations.
it.
May
Make
you
sure that
roll,
you-
Earned it, but
may you roll
earned
many
it.
20s.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's jump back into it. So Solern has just tied off the dagger on this small dock that, and you can see what you're seeing in front of you. There is a small, like a small house type thing. Tough to tell exactly what the structure is used for. Fairly near where the dock is, and then you see beyond that 2 large poles with a red banner strung between them. And beyond that, what looks like a decently sized village with quite a few houses.
Does this pole setup, is that like a sign for this place is the Withering? I mean, I have someone in my family who was affected by it. I don't know if I've seen that before.
You've not seen it before.
Okay. No worries.
I mean, I think it doesn't take too much intuition to say
Sure.
that you all should stay on this side of it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so that's the
And it-
you can gather that pretty quickly.
Right.
Archie
And
is
is it just like kind of strung out like across like a clearing through some trees or something? I'm just having trouble.
yeah, but like just a little ways past this house,
Yeah.
kind of on what would be the path to the village.
It like cuts it off. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Cool.
it's high up, so it's not like physically cutting it off. It's more
Just
like
kind of
symbolically. Here is the marker.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Did we ask if it's contagious or not? Did you tell us that?
It is from their best knowledge, like slowly contagious.
Got it. Okay.
Those,
So like if you're around it for a while.
yeah.
That's why people stay here forever. Okay, that makes sense.
So Archie is quickly gathering his things, and as he is on the dock and headed up, you can see a couple of people making their way down the path towards you, or at least towards in your direction. They do both stop before the banner, and they are just waiting. Are the rest of you disembarking? What are you? Archie turns back and says, "They've got a place here for people to stay overnight. This building right here. So you should be able to stay there before you head out. I presume in the morning. You can rest a bit off the boat before you need to get back. Looks like we've got a couple people to talk to, so I want to assess the situation."
Of course.
And he begins hurrying ahead.
Roderick's just gonna follow right behind him.
Okay.
Denver will keep pace as well.
Mudpack's gonna wander the general area before the partition
Yeah.
to kind of look a little closer at the ground and the living things that are there, plants and bugs and stuff, if there's anything.
Sure.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make an investigation check, Mudpack.
Boo. It's a 4.
There's stuff. It's not like a ton of stuff. It's kind of a rocky beach. You see a crab. The crab kind of waves its claw
I'll wave back.
in that way that crabs do, just kind of like is it happy to see me? Is it wanting to attack me? Crabs are really hard to read.
I'm just gonna mimic its movements a little bit.
Go ahead and make a
play with the
persuasion
crab.
check.
Oh, okay. Woo! It flew! Different die. Oh, that's better. That's a dirty 20.
Wow.
It sticks
I
around.
am one with the crab.
Yeah, it does not run away. It just kind of wavers there, just kind of doing this,
That a chuck.
just hanging out, vibing, crab dance.
Yes!
So we've got Denra and Roderick who are following right behind Archie. Ariel, what are you doing?
I think she's gonna go into that house. Can she go into it?
I think that's.
You could presume so.
Is that
Yeah.
where we're being led? Basically?
Archie's heading towards the two people that are coming down the path.
Oh.
Yeah, she doesn't want to be near those people because
Okay.
they probably have the withering, and she's not really about that. So,
Liam.
Liam's probably going to follow the others, but not like he's not going to go right up to the conversation. He's just going to like stick kind of halfway between it, kind of observe the coastline, and he wants to take a vibe check on the conversation once it starts.
Sure. Noted. Crickstump. What is Crickstump doing?
Muted.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Crickstump is most likely just getting his and like some other people's like sleeping arrangements like out to the little shack. That way, like when they get back, we have most of our stuff
Sure.
like there for the night.
Crickstump's doing what I do when we get to the Airbnb, which is just gather everybody's things. Like, okay, I'll just spend 6 or 7 trips unloading the car.
Yep. Classic.
I mean, you're the father.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah,
I mean, I
Crick's
don't
the
want to
dad
assign
of
it
the
to
group.
gender roles, but you know, like that's just I
He's
do
the
but
that.
parents of the group.
I do it
All right.
too. Yeah.
Crickstump's using some dad energy right now, and yeah.
Hey, son, what are you doing?
He would sit on the dock and put his feet in the water and look for small creatures.
Watching the tide.
Is he watching the tide roll away?
There you go.
Yeah.
We'll play some royalty-free music that isn't
Yeah,
going to
there
get
you
a copyright strike on us. Random whistling that has no appreciable tune. You see some, you know, they're fish. It's a place where fish live. So the Denra, Roderick, who are following close behind. As you get close to the banner, Archie does stop just short of the banner, and before too long, you see 2 people come up. One is walking with a long stick, kind of like a quarterstaff, but more just like a walking stick. She looks very, very gaunt. Her clothes are a little ragged. She's got a hood covering her hair. And you see beside her a boy, like a young teenager. And he is in a wheelchair. You may or may not have seen a wheelchair before. That's up to you. But his does appear to have some. It's very nice. It's got some locomotion of its own. Archie calls out, "Hello, I'm Archie. I'm I guess here to stay." And you see the 2 of them come up. The boy looks to want to like go into the lead, and she puts a hand on his shoulder and she steps forward and she says, "Are all 3 of you staying?"
No.
No.
We're escorting him.
Yes. What she said, the big one.
My name is Willow. this is my son, Caridin. Are you... And she looks at Archie. She says, are you aware of the state of the island? He looks a little confused and he says, what state should I be aware of? And she says, we have not had a cleric here for well over a month. The people are in quite a bit of need.
Archie, wasn't a cleric supposed to be here?
He looks back to you and says, he was. I'm sorry, I need to get to them as quickly as possible.
Of course.
She might be able to fill you in on more information, but I have to go.
Yes, of course.
And he crosses the banner and
Good luck, Archie.
Hurries towards the village.
What happened to the other cleric?
Yeah, what's wrong?
She says she looks reticent, and you're not entirely sure why. Liam, you can go ahead and roll an insight check at this point.
We're with the guild, so maybe we can help.
Maybe you can. Liam, what'd you roll?
Yeah, sorry.
8.
Okay. It's really tough to gauge. You're not so far away, I assume, that you can't hear what's going on. She says, we've had some incidents in the last month and a half or so. She turns to Caridin in the wheelchair, and she says, you should go show the new cleric around. And he makes some protestations. It's like, I want to be here for this, Mom. And she says, you have to go. Go show him around. And he gives a bit of a teenager huff and turns around and heads back.
What is it that you didn't want to say in front of your son?
There is something new to the island. Something hunting us.
Like a creature?
With that, we're going to go back to those who are putting their things in the cabin, just so you can get an establishment of what that looks like.
You are a bastard, Paul.
More than anything. Beautiful bastard.
So we have Crickstemp loading things in. Ariel is there.
Is there a bed for her to find? Because if there was, she
a water bed.
She would love that.
So what you find in there is that this place looks like it's been set up for the kind of basic traders or people who dropped off supplies here. It's not meant for any kind of long-term stay, but there are a number of like stacked bunks, like bunk beds basically. So it looks something like a barracks. So there's enough for there are 10 beds in total. None of them look particularly comfortable, but it's
down on them.
Yeah, it's either that or sleep on a boat.
Well, she likes sleeping on a boat, to be clear,
fair. But yeah, so you claim a bunk. There's not really anything else in here in terms of creature comforts. There's like one kind of makeshift basin in a corner for like washing. But otherwise it's very utilitarian just to crash and then head back out. I want to give some time in case other people want to get in on the conversation.
Yeah, Mudpack is, I think, done with Crab Friend and hearing some not brief conversation as he was perhaps expecting at the line would have poked his head around the building and taken a few steps closer.
Sure. And Alara, what are you doing, Alara?
I think I would have followed those who were escorting, and like I was doing, just taking notes on what's going on. Yeah.
There are a lot of notes to take at this point.
Yep.
So those who are back with Willow, she waits for a bit until Carradine is well out of earshot, and she says, in the last month and a half, we've had 4 attacks in the village. Mostly the same, but all very confusing.
How do you know? Do you know what's attacking you? Is it just other people on the island?
Maybe you could describe the attacks. I know that's a lot, but could be helpful.
No one has seen whatever it is, even those who have been in the room with it. 3 have been people who were alone. 1 had another person there, but did not see whatever it was that was attacking them.
And it didn't attack the other person?
It just went for 1.
Is it targeting specific people, do you think?
I honestly don't know.
Who has been attacked so far?
It seems mostly random, though it does seem that it is people who are sicker.
Maybe something to do with the Withering.
It is not.
Well,
When did the cleric go missing? Did that coincide with these attacks in any way?
He was the
one of
first
the attacks?
attacked.
Yep.
He was the first attacked.
The
I see.
It goes more or less the same every time. Not everyone on the island knows, because I don't know that it would do any good to tell them, to
Right.
frighten them when we can't fix it. But it is always people who have been sleeping or at home, vulnerable. The thing, whatever it is, it can't be seen, or I don't know, but it comes in the night. It attacks them savagely.
Savagely. So some sort of... You can see the injuries?
Yes.
I see.
What kinds of injuries?
It kills, not with a weapon, it seems, probably with fists or claws.
It's okay.
It leaves the body, and it takes the head.
It takes the head. Why would anything take the head, Denra?
Just from Liam's travels and stuff like that, is there any connections he can draw, or, established patterns of certain types of creatures that follow this behavior at all?
Yeah, has Mudpack ever heard of anything like this either?
Yeah, those who are there can go ahead and make a history check. And you can see that those who are with her, you can see that as she speaks, she's not necessarily super emotional. She just has a lot of trouble breathing.
Oh.
Gotcha.
So those who are rolling history checks, let's start with Mudpack.
11.
Okay. Alara, you rolling one?
Yep, but not well. That was an 8.
Okay. Liam.
Liam got a 21.
Okay.
Hey.
Denra.
I didn't.
Okay. Roderick, are you rolling one?
Yeah, I rolled just to see. I got a 19.
Okay. So there are all kinds of creatures that attack people, and there are some that attack in the night, and there are some that'll kill people, and there are some that are invisible, and there are some that want people's heads for whatever reason. You can't think of anything that's all of that.
Right.
That's where it falls apart, is that, you know, you can think of a thing or two that's invisible, you can think of a thing or two that might want a head, but you can't think of anything that fits that Venn diagram.
Strangely specific.
Does it happen with any regularity? I know you say it happens at night, but is it every night? Is it every week? Is it...
It varies. 4 or 5 days in between sometimes. It doesn't seem to have any regularity specifically.
And this is all in the last month when it first happened with the cleric?
Yes, we had a really bad storm on the island. The worst that's since I've been here. And it started shortly after.
Strange. Are there I know this island isn't very very big, but are there lots of stretches of woods? I've only seen the little bit on the shore here.
That's all we see either.
Okay.
The colony here is built to be protected by the cliffs. We don't venture outside of it.
Right.
I have no idea what's outside on the rest of the island.
Of course.
Paul, is the land here, would there be footprints possible to be left, or is it more of like a paved or wooden?
It's dirt, so it's possible that you could see footprints if you were to investigate through.
Have you seen any footprints or anything around? Any sign of this invisible creature?
No. The third attack, his wife was in the room, and she saw it happen, but did not see anything of what it was.
How long ago was the last attack?
5 days.
And on the regular, how far between attacks has it been? Give or take?
A few days, I think he said like 4 or 5.
I wouldn't be surprised if it came back tonight.
Yeah.
And forgive me for saying so, but you seem like you might be on your last leg. Are you afraid you might be a target?
I apologize for my friend here.
For what? I'm just pointing out what's obviously in front of me.
Continue.
We are well acquainted with death in this island, and generally we do not fear it. I am better than some. I'm walking. Now that we have a cleric again, I should be feeling a little better, hopefully.
Denro kind of looked to Roderick and to Liam. Liam, you're there, and Alara as well? Yeah. Just kind of look at everybody. I know it's not on our contract, but maybe we should help.
Yes, but how?
I mean, stay on the island at least one night. Maybe it'll attack one of us.
From what she's saying, it won't attack us. We're not on death's door.
That's a good point.
And if anything, I actually think Archie is probably in trouble because the first person killed was a cleric, and now we have put another cleric on this island.
Yes, but you know, if for some reason it's attracted to people who are on the last days of their life, Archie's still quite healthy, so...
Right, and the cleric was
a cleric, or whether or not they are in good or ill
was the cleric at death's door the day that he was taken by this being?
No.
He was doing fine, relatively.
Relatively.
Yeah.
As well as any of us.
Well, you know, our contract is to protect Archie until he's extorted safely to this island. I don't think he's technically safe yet. Then probably best to do what we can. Though it may require us to be more in town tonight than out here on the beach.
I don't
Could-
like that idea.
Could we persuade Archie to maybe sleep in the houses that are on this side of the partition?
He's already gone into the village.
Yes, but it's a long gestational period of a disease, isn't it?
What I can say is that we've been keeping in at night, locking the doors. So I think you should be safe enough to come in if you stay on the streets.
Oh, okay. Maybe we act as lookouts or guards, at least for the night.
Well, Denra, I think we should talk to everyone.
Oh,
not,
of course.
Not everyone
yes.
is here. This is a large decision, and I think if we can get everybody on our side, the more people we have, the better.
More hands, less work. You know what they say.
Do you have hands?
Yes! What do you think I hold my polearm with?
Oh, sorry, you don't have feet, so I
have hooves. Those are feet.
All right.
Shh, let's go find the others. Damn it,
All right.
Roderick.
I do have a question.
Yeah.
If you don't mind. I'm sneaky, I know. Anyway,
Yeah, Mudpack.
you said you yourself don't know much of the outside of the community, but has the island ever been mapped?
I honestly don't know. None of us that are here have been outside of this area.
And in the founding, there wasn't a sort of explorational. This was it.
I honestly don't know. As far as I know, it's just this area, since it's protected from the elements, from whatever's outside.
Paul, do we have a sense of how big this town is? Like, can we see the whole town from where we are?
You can see most. You taking a look from here, you'd guess probably 100 people.
Okay, so like it would be conceivable that standing at one end of the town, you could shout and be heard at the other end of the town?
Probably so.
Okay.
With a good shout.
Yeah, yeah.
roll.
Or if you played an instrument really loudly or something
Or
like
an ally who knows thaumaturgy.
that. Well, I think we should go and talk to our compatriots. Willow, thank you very much for the information. If you'd like to get back to your son, I completely understand that. But is there somebody that can be made available if we have more questions? Somebody who could maybe wait by the gate?
I'll send someone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Denra, lead the way, please.
Of course. I walk on with my feet.
So as the rest of you head back to the quarters, you find that most of your things are now put onto one bunk or another.
Oh, thank you, Crickstump.
And Ariel's lying
The
in
one who
bed.
did that? I don't know if he was the one who did that.
You just woke her up from a nap.
Oh, well.
Can I have joined back by this point so I can be part of the conversation?
Definitely. The group regathers.
I'm sorry to bother you, everyone. I know you were resting from our long journey, but Denra and I, and then apparently Liam and
Crickstump
Mudpack,
and Alara.
And Alara.
and Ilara, yes, all stumbled upon some information that I think it's best that you hear. Denra, if you would.
Kind of looks at you. Why? Okay. The one with the stutter. Great. Yes, the village is beset by some form of creature. It's
Pirates.
No, we've dealt with those already.
The Withering. I think that's why we're here.
That's
right?
part of it. This is on top of that. It's worse situation than we thought. The creature seems to come only in the night, or when people are alone, or not always. It's strange. It seems to be invisible, very strong, and only takes the head of the.
Oh, so people are die?
Yes,
Yes,
Denra, you seem to have
I left
forgotten the
that
fact
out. I
that,
apologize.
Yes,
Again,
people are being
not
killed.
the face. I can't talk.
Is there any way I could make a check to see if I know anything that sounds familiar about this?
Yeah, I would have given a better description than Chris could.
Yeah, now that everybody knows, those who haven't already rolled a history check can go ahead and do so.
I have a feature that's kind of weird, but maybe it could just be like.
I would say that with
advantage
your
on-
sage background, that you
Yeah.
can go ahead and roll advantage on this.
Nice. It's a cool background.
Okay, so Crickstump, what'd you roll?
18.
Okay. Ariel, are you rolling?
11.
11. Just kind of lying in bed, thinking about it.
Kind of dozing off too.
Starting to have a bad dream about it.
Hassan.
21, and I would like to think that's because he lives in an actual library and has read a lot of books.
Hassan and Crickstump, it's much like the others that like you know of things that do one of these things or the other, but putting it all together just doesn't quite compute. There are plenty of creatures that either are invisible or can be invisible, but you don't know why they would do what they are doing.
Yeah, and it looks like they attacked the cleric first. The last cleric. Apparently the cleric's been now gone for over a month. And so Archie went to go, help the people, but we're quite certain he's probably the most in danger since this creature's been attacking those who are the most affected by the Withering. But the cleric was not as bad as others were. And so it's a possibility that Archie is in danger, in which case we should probably do all we can to protect him.
Yes, now the reason...
How will we,
And time-wise, it should attack again tonight, most likely.
how will we be safe, though? I don't want to get the disease.
Well,
Yes, none of us want to get the disease.
of course not.
But we spoke with a woman named Willow, and she says that because of these attacks, everyone in the village is locking themselves in at night. And so, as long as we're on the streets patrolling, we should be relatively safe. Now, I, for one, think we have a duty to protect Archie, and that kind of involves keeping him alive through the night, at least, I would say. But we wanted to approach everyone and see what your thoughts were. I, for one, think we should do it.
I agree.
We absolutely have to do it.
Yes.
Yes, Crickstump?
Oh yeah. Sorry. I was just thinking to myself about what was it being visible and taking hits. Sorry, my mind is just.
It's a lot.
That's all right. It is suitably unsettling.
Yeah, it's real weird to have this combination of things be what we're dealing with, for sure.
Alara, are you in?
Yeah.
Okay. Mudpack?
Rarely heard of something so evil.
Well, you know what...
I poke you in your ribs.
Yes, I'm sorry, Hassan.
Don't forget.
I think you've got about an hour until you'd call it properly dark.
Okay. So, I have a question really quickly, because I've got this feature, because I started thinking about backgrounds, and I forgot the background I picked for Denra and Outlander. So I've got the Wanderer feature.
Yeah, Mudpack is also an Outlander and wanted to use... I'm so sorry.
No.
Can you
Good.
say your
No,
thing
this is
first?
good.
Come on,
Say your
Wanderers.
thing first.
Yeah, we can we try and, like, at least in this first hour, attempt to try and get a lay of the land with the both of us?
Mudpack specifically wants to look for any ways in and out of the village from the wilds on the outside.
Sure. Both of you go ahead and roll a survival check. Go ahead and roll at advantage since you're...
Nice.
Merci.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah. Oh, I rolled 2 10s.
Ooh, I rolled pretty good. That's 19 total.
So 15 altogether.
Not bad, not bad.
Yeah, just survival.
So without going into the village yet, kind of looking around, looking at what's accessible from here on the shore, the cliffs kind of surround this village and go almost all the way down to the shore. So it is quite well protected from what might be around the outside. It would be very difficult to climb these cliffs or descend down them. Like, it's pretty sheer. You're looking at like 60 feet drops.
Marble.
We're looking for a boat, man.
Yeah, you're not scrambling up the sides of these on a casual Sunday.
Fish would not survive that.
There are some near the shoreline. You could get around them. You could even walk through the water a little bit to wade through and get around to the rest of the island. So there are ways that one could go from outside in.
All right. Well, Mudpack, maybe we tell the others about these spots, and we can set up guards to at least patrol us as guards to patrol these areas in the night. If it helps, I don't know.
Guarding against an invisible foe. Ally.
Well, yes. So we'll need a system so that we know when something is happening. So I was thinking that maybe 2 people stay in the middle of the town where Archie is, outside of his lodging, and then we have 3 other pairs of 2 that can be patrolling around. And I believe I got the lay of the town when I was up there. I believe it's small enough that if someone were to shout, especially in the night, it would probably be heard. And I was thinking, because Heisan is not exactly a fighter, no offense, that Heisan should stay possibly in the middle with one of our better fighters. So I was thinking myself. And perhaps the rest of you can pair off and patrol around. And that way, whenever one group sees or hears something, we can all just converge on that spot.
Perhaps if anyone is proficient at setting traps in these areas where they can come in, because they're quite narrow and there aren't very many.
Well, they would have to be rudimentary traps. We didn't exactly bring anything with us.
I am an outlander, my friend.
I do have a hunting trap that I could use. It's a bear trap. I just have it in my bag.
Oh, you
Never know when you might need a
You know what?
bear trap.
Of course, Denra has.
I have no idea. I got it from
real quick.
I got it from a dwarf that I met outside of my home. He was very nice. He built it himself.
That doesn't make it any more believable that you have a bear trap.
What do you expect? I don't know.
It's the equivalent of a woman carrying mace in her purse. She shouldn't have to.
Yeah,
she still does.
But she does.
So yeah,
some people do the key thing in between the fingers. Yeah, some people have a bear trap.
Just have a giant bear trap.
Just throw it out.
God.
That's horrible.
That's amazing.
I think that would work the best, because I've always said if someone broke into my house, I would grab one of my many real swords, and I think that would scare them away.
You know, I think we can make this like a product. Okay, not to get too morbid about it, but you wear it like a backpack, right? So if somebody comes up from behind, it just gets them.
Both get crushed.
I love it.
I'm like one of those acne punchy things.
Yeah.
I would buy it.
Well,
I'm gonna make a Marvel reference, but it's like that part in Doctor Strange where he throws that like armor.
Oh yeah.
The guy and it just. Yep.
Yeah.
If you found a spot, Patina, where we could possibly find a narrower. Not Patina. Not aware. Our personal game. Anyway, Mudpack. If you have a location where you found a good spot where I could put the trap, I could leave it just as a precaution. And then, of course, you could have a trap as well, because you're so good at making them.
Well, we could split off, and you can set your own bear trap. I can hardly carry the thing.
Well, I just didn't know where you wanted to, where was a good spot. You could show me. I didn't see it.
I think Denra.
Or maybe I did.
You rolled higher than I did.
Oh, my bad.
Denra isn't like all over. Liam, you should come with me to help me set my bear trap.
Right.
I'm very surprised right now.
Denra is kind of slowly remembering things she said last night and kind of like, I'm gonna avoid Liam just a bit. Yeah. It's classic Chris move. Anyway, the then yeah, I'll set it on a location that is kind of a narrower, and section. I don't know.
Sure.
If I can.
Yeah.
We'll just kind of set it.
All right. So we've got a trap that is set in one of the narrow spots. What other prep work would you like to do? You can see as you look into the town that people are closing up. People are going in for the evening.
Probably, Hasten suggest to Roderick that we find Archie and explain what we're gonna do.
Yes, yeah, that's what I was
Find
gonna
out
say,
where
too.
he's staying, because
Yeah.
we don't know.
Because we have no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alara.
Before Roderick leaves, Alara wants to pull Roderick aside and ask, "What do they say?"
Oh, do I hear this? Can I make a perception check?
Is it honorable to break a bet?
Is it honorable to break a bet?
I mean, she's trying really hard to be quiet, so I
Okay, I'll let it slide.
I'll let it slide.
Well, Ilera, you recognize what those people assert.
My.
You should never break a bet when you can just work around it.
Okay.
That's when you can take to the bank.
And Roderick would have said that just loud enough for Hasan to hear.
Oh!
I give you a little cheek.
Test.
For that, Roderick, you are going to pick up a DM inspiration die.
Nice.
Oh,
That was
awesome.
That was clever as fuck.
All right. So final prep. So we've got a bear trap set in one of the narrows.
Mudpack's gonna work on the other side.
Okay.
And,
Yeah, go ahead and make a survival check, Mudpack.
yeah. Just a regular one.
Yeah.
Well.
Okay. You've got a basic trap set up, something that would at least draw some attention. Who is stationing in the town? Okay, so Hasan and Roderick in town.
And if I could, I'd like to just tie a bit of rope to like 2 posts or something in front of the door to Archie's place. So
Sure,
that
you,
in case this invisible thing tries to get by us, like maybe it'll at least make a noise.
Yeah. You
put your tambourine on it.
That's actually kind of a good idea.
Just balance
Let's do
the
it.
tambourine on the door.
Yeah, just
Yes, let's go.
So you
tub of water above the creek, the half open door.
Field play.
You
Just
call
going
out for
for it.
Archie,
We're having a good time.
and are able to find the house where he's staying. And he talks to you through the door. So you've got you two there, posted up right next to Archie's place.
Yeah.
Isn't that the All in the Family?
Archie's place.
Archie's place, wasn't that?
I mean, Archie is the main character.
Yeah, I feel like they redid that show and it was Archie's place.
I got that reference, Paul.
I had to go back like 60 years
to find one.
Because it was on Nick at Night. I watched Nick at Night when I was like 10.
I watched it when it was on.
In Maddie.
You guys talking about Snick?
Snick. Oh my god.
That Archie Bunker was always too coarse for me. I prefer the good old Dick Van Dyke.
Yeah.
Tripping over that ottoman.
All the time.
He said Van Dyke.
Wow.
Get out. Get the hell out.
Get out.
Okay, so who is if we're going with this plan, who is posted up just outside the village then?
So Ariel would have requested that she be paired up with somebody who is strong.
Got it.
Goodbye.
I think Denrar would say, Ariel, maybe we could take out the near the water. Make sure. I don't know if there's I can't remember exactly. It's like a road coming up from the beach directly to the town as well.
It's not really. It's like a path.
Or like path. Yeah. Okay. Maybe we just keep an eye on that and make sure nothing comes up from the water.
Yeah, it's probably best.
Okay. So you're all the way at the water. We've got Hason and Roderick all the way in
Going
town.
up, kind of going up and down the road
Sure.
towards town and back.
Troll.
We got, what, 2 more pairs?
Yeah.
Who's with who?
With the capabilities, like, just as that he's seen of, like a one-on-one encounter kind of thing, he probably wants to accompany Elira, just because he knows that the other 2 can turn into something that could easily defend them if need be.
Mm-hmm.
And Elira looks like range is more her forte, so he would go to make sure that he can take the one-on-one part of it as needed.
Okay, and where the 2 of you want to be posted up? I think we need like someone right outside of town, and then maybe someone at the Narrows on either side. If you're trying to cover those, would seem like it makes the most sense.
Yeah. Based on.
I mean, you do what you want. I'm just like drawing you the
I'd
picture.
say maybe the Narrows for Liam and Elira.
Watch out for the bear trap.
Hey, thank you.
I say, warning the creature that there's a bear trap there.
Thanks.
Listening.
Just kind of sidesteps it.
Almost stepped on that, man. That'd have been inconvenient for my day.
Hey, wait a minute!
I got a whole itinerary of stuff I need to do. That would have really put a crimp in my style. Okay.
You take 12 necrotic damage.
Yeah.
We all take that.
And you're dead. So that leaves Crickstump and Mudpack.
5.
Fruit team.
You two,
Druid!
you two hanging out right outside of
Croc.
town.
If the Narrows are covered, I would have given a quick explanation of what to look for when the trap goes off to everyone over there. And yeah, outside the town. Oh, are there any trees?
Yeah.
Because Mudpack wants to crawl into a tree, climb into a tree, and get a little vantage point.
Sure. You can definitely get a tree that's right outside the village itself. Just hanging out, seeing the view.
Well, keeping
Looking for
a
things.
lookout.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
I'm not building a tree house to relax.
You could.
Enjoying
but-
yourself while the rest of us are working? No.
Well, the
Tired.
thing about a stakeout is that almost the entire thing is just sitting and
Waiting,
drinking
yeah.
coffee and doing
Hang
cop
awake.
banter, I think. Is,
Oh my god, this is the perfect time to use this keep awake.
Yeah, actually.
There you go. Yeah.
Ah, it is.
Yes.
Nice.
Everyone's got those Law and Order, for whatever reason, Greek-styled paper
Yeah.
coffee cups.
Yes.
Always
Um,
Greek.
Blue Greek design.
The bodega, I don't know.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, and they're
Track.
I know I read about why they're like that, but they're all the same.
Same
See,
company.
Roderick would be more like CSI Miami style, like sunglasses, like coming out.
You know what they say.
Yeah, exactly.
Roderick being Horatio Kane from CSI Miami makes quite a lot of sense.
It does.
Like a little bit too much sense.
Yeah, doing just terrible one-liners over dead bodies.
You know what they say, just take off the glass.
You know what they say? He struck out.
Ba-bow!
Perfect. So everybody is posted up. Night is properly falling. And as night falls, the stars come out. The moon is rising. And it's a bit of tension that rises. Because you can feel like it's almost surely going to happen tonight.
Like as it sets in, because he only has 10 minutes of it, but as soon as it gets to what can be gauged as the best time to do it, he's going to use his Provoke Magic to activate Detect Magic
Okay.
in his area of patrol.
Yeah. as you cast Detect Magic, you get like very strange feelings. Detect Magic is kind of like pushing out your awareness, kind of your arcane awareness out and just seeing what comes back. And it's nothing specific. It's nothing like, oh, in that spot there is magic. It's more just like around you there's some very strange arcane things, energies coming back to you. Things are not as they seem. Is there anything else anyone else would like to do in the next, let's say, 20 minutes?
Yeah.
I mean, mine's just a role play thing. So
Sure. What is it? Go for it.
Okay. Denra will kind of. I almost went with Crickstump, but I you weren't here for this, but I haven't talked to anybody about this. It was kind of a bad situation. I got possessed once, and I almost killed Crickstump, and it still doesn't sit right with me. We haven't talked about it yet. I haven't really talked with it to anybody about it yet. Sorry, I'm dumping this on you now. It just seemed like I don't know. I'm sorry. Whew.
Jenna is that lady that makes friends in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's exactly what she is.
That's my mother.
I just.
Mine too.
Sorry. I didn't mean to dump that on you. It's just a lot. I just kind of grabbed my hit flask and. Okay. Anyway, let's keep a lookout.
I don't know if Nicole knows that you were talking to her. That was that to Ariel?
It was.
checking. Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry. I was like thinking of I'm so sorry.
That actually works well because Denver kind of just goes off and you're just kind of, oh, what, huh?
Yep. Sorry.
Yep.
It's okay.
I was reading about a spell. Yeah.
No, it's good. Please.
Ariel's that woman in the bathroom who's got like a Bluetooth headset in and is like not actually listening to the woman who's telling her whole life story and crying.
But just happens to respond in the perfect way. It's like, yeah,
She's like thinking about what she's gonna say next.
Yeah. Or Ariel's that woman in the bathroom trying to do a line of coke like surreptitiously while someone else is giving their whole life story.
That's Mudpack in the tree.
Yeah, at the moment, yeah.
That's my mom.
Everyone knows your mom's a coke hound.
It's not my mom.
I was gonna say,
all of YouTube knows.
Oh my god.
Not at all.
Thanks, Lauren, for.
Oh, it's okay. I could tell.
I was reading through my spells to see if. Okay, never mind.
When she didn't respond to the second time I said, I was like, okay, it's fine.
Okay.
It's all good.
Jenner's used to this.
Druids are tough.
And even worse, she's a warlock.
Oh, yeah.
So much for listening and paying attention to
I'm
one another.
still mixing up characters. Oh my god.
Anything else anyone would like to do in the next 20 minutes? Crickstump.
Yeah, I would like to wild shape into a panther.
Sure.
Ooh, get a Guinevere in here.
Panther it up. What color?
Green, please. Come on.
Sure. Not what I was expecting, but sure.
With a mushroom.
Not what I was expecting.
Like a dark forest green.
Yeah. Sure. Green
Makes
Panther.
sense.
Blend in well.
Yeah, you are a panther.
Yeah.
Your sense of smell especially is really super heightened.
I'm well aware.
And I mean you can see in the dark anyway, but you can also as a panther, so that's cool.
Could I see her?
You're a wood elf, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You definitely have dark vision. Ariel.
Yes, this is what I was reading, so
It's gonna be great.
I might as well do it.
Yeah.
She's gonna probably plop down for 10 minutes and cast augury. She's
okay. Yeah.
not a fan of being on this island, so.
What is it? This plan of all of you here? That's what you're trying to get.
It's mostly like she's trying to figure out like, yeah, I guess it's the plan of like what's gonna happen if we interfere in what this creature is gonna do.
Okay.
I like to think Denra is going on about that Crickstump thing while she's like tranced.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Denra, misreading social cues since 2019.
So why don't,
So true.
for those who might have not have seen you do it before, why don't you describe what augury looks like for Ariel?
Sure. So very similar to whatever she did. Oh, identify. It's there's a meditative aspect to it. She gets out her like ceremonial teacup, very humble, like cracked in a few spots, teacup, and she brews. She picks up some. She goes and gets some water from the ocean, some nice fresh salt water, and then she picks a few leaves off the ground and maybe a little bit of dirt, and she spends about 10 minutes meditating on it as it settles into the cup.
Okay. You take some time focusing on this, casting this spell. Everyone besides Ariel, go ahead and roll a perception check.
Which dice? Oh boy.
Oh, dang it.
Okay, not bad, not bad.
And I'll ask for him. Mudpack.
19.
Okay. Ilera.
9.
Okay. Liam.
9.
Oof.
Denra.
17.
Hasan. Was that a 14? Okay. Roderick.
10.
Crickstump.
19.
Okay.
Lucky druid.
Yeah.
So you're all kind of at a heightened state of awareness. Almost feels like you're all holding your breath, waiting for what's going to happen next. Mudpack and Crickstump, both of you just feel something in the air. You can't quite place what it is, but it's like a tingling up your spine. There's some kind of energy passing by.
I'm gonna move my big panther head and look at Mudpack. Just kind of raise my panther eyebrows. Just
Mudpack will growl low at Crickstump to show him that he agrees.
Okay.
Feel bad. And he's gonna climb down from the tree and ready flame sword in his mind.
Okay. Ariel, as the 10 minutes pass, you come back to awareness and study your teacup, and there is some weal, some good news, and a lot of woe. And you hear some growling further ahead of Crickstump and Mudpack. And there's a moment of just kind of still, charged silence before a shout in the town.
Run.
Hasan and Roderick, you turn and the tambourine is still balanced on the doorknob. The rope is still tied. And inside, you can hear Archie yelling.
No!
Yeah.
Okay, I run to open the door and get in there.
And that is where we'll end tonight's session.
Sorry. That was loud. Oh my god.
Invisible things can use windows, I bet, too.
Yeah.
Or just go through walls.
Who
Yeah, that's
knows?
also.
All right, that was a good session, y'all. I'm going to talk to the folks at home real quick. So thank you so much for joining us this evening. It was a good one, and I hope you really loved it as much as we loved putting it on for you. Catch us next week, because then you're going to find out what happens inside that little house on this very strange island. So have a great week, and we'll see you next time on the Adventurers Guild.